Jordan, we're going to get right to questions here. We'll start with Eric Bailey from the Tulsa World, and then we'll go to Ryan Aber. Eric?
Hey, Jordan. We had a chance to talk to Coach Grinch today, and he talked a little bit about how you overcame your ACL injury. Just as a competitor, how difficult is to put an injury like that over your mind and just allow yourself to play football again and not worry about injury and just be yourself?
Uh, Honestly, it was very hard, but having the support I had from Scott and Jim and Chris, they pushed me every day to just get past the injury and just keep working and keep the end goal in sight. And so they made it a lot easier to get through that process and actually overcoming. I feel like I really overcame it at Iowa State because before the game, I was playing with my knee brace still, and then I was just like, hey, Chris, like, can I just take it off and just let loose? He was like, yeah, just go for it. And I feel like I finally just got over that hump. So good.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Okay, Ryan Aber, the Oklahoman, and then Joe Bettner.
Yeah, Jordan, sort of following up on that, did you think going into that game, hey, I'll be all right without the knee brace, or was it just a spur of the moment thing? And what was your confidence level like in that knee without the brace?
Honestly, I know Scott, not Scott. I talked to Chris before the game. I was just thinking about. I was like, man, like it's been a long time. I think I can finally just take it off and just let loose. And so I asked Chris before the game, and he just like, yeah, you're good to go. You can take it off. And after he told me I was good, I knew I was good because he never tried to push me through to do anything that I couldn't and wasn't good for me. He always told me what was best, and I felt like I was very confident in what he told me.
Appreciate it, Jordan.
Thank you.
Joe Bettner, Norman Transcript, and then Jason Kersey.
Hey, Jordan. Obviously, Ronnie Perkins has been out, but he is, I know he made the Ames trip, but the games he hasn't been at, he's been pretty vocal on Twitter, at least supporting you guys. I'm curious if you keep up with what he's putting on Twitter throughout the course of a game, and I'm wondering also just how he is in practice as far as being a moral support from this, or not moral support, but just being out on the practice field with y'all.
To his tweets, no, I don't really keep up with his tweets, but he's very vocal in practice. In practice in the locker room, he's always trying to get everybody going, keep the intensity up. He I don't know, he just brings energy around, and I'm glad he's still around.
Thanks, Jordan.
Okay, Jason Kersey with The Athletic, and then Bob Prisbillo.
Hey, Jordan, I wanted to go back to the game on last week. You made that huge play on the reverse. Can you take us through that play, what you saw and how you were able to do that?
Man, if I can remember it right, it was just I was supposed to loop out, and I came into a double team, I'm pretty sure, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get cussed out if I don't get upfield. So I just found another way to get upfield, and I just saw him, and I was just like, I gotta make the play, and I just made it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, Bob Prisbillo with Sooner Scoop, and then John Hoover.
Yeah, Jordan, how big of an inspiration is Isaiah Thomas? This is his fourth year in the program, and it kind of lets you know that if it doesn't happen in your first year, that doesn't mean you're over and done with. There's still room and chances to blossom and grow.
A guy like IT, man, he just kept going, and it was very, I don't know how to find it, just inspiring in a way. He not everything played out the way he wanted it to, but he just kept fighting, kept pushing, and I saw that, and I always tell him keep working, because everybody sees it, and it makes everybody else work even harder and it gives everybody else hope to get on the field, and just not hope, but to put in more effort to get on the field, because we know that they're going to put the best person out there, and if you work your butt off, you're gonna be on that field just like IT was.
Let's go to John Hoover with SI Sooners, and then James Hale.
Hey, Jordan, talking to Alex earlier today, he did mention that, when I asked him, did Jordan flash on Saturday against TCU, and he said that he saw has seen recently a recommitment. This is a quote from him on his part to be a high-level football player. He said he wasn't sure when he got here what he had in you and that kind of thing. But all of a sudden you showed up to workouts and you showed up to practice. It was like a light flicked on. Do you remember that? Did that happen? Do you remember what he's talking about there?
So when Grinch first got here, I'm pretty sure I was still hurt. So he never really got to get a look at me. And then when I came back very late last year around LSU, I think. But what he's saying is I feel like I just got with the guys during Corona. I remember it was me, Patrick Fields, John Michael Terry, Brian Mead. We were just working every day, and it was just they were just instilling that work ethic that they had and passing it down to me. And I feel like that's what Grinch is talking about now. Is just I'm up here, I'm working now, and I pay a lot of take a lot of credit to those guys I mentioned because without them, I feel like without them pushing me, I wouldn't be where I was right now.
Did you notice yourself making more plays than usual on Saturday?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah. What's that feel like?
I'm not gonna lie, it felt good, but at the same time, I knew that it felt great, but I knew that I had a lot of more stuff to do. Went back to film, and I was just like, "There's more plays to be made." So it felt good, but now it's just gives me more. I'm more hungry.
Good stuff. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Okay, James Hale of KREF, and then Garen Emig.
Jordan, you, Corey Roberson, LaRon Stokes, you guys all are getting a ton of reps. It looks like all of you are making plays. How much does it help that all you guys are kind of emerging together and, you're helping each other, and just how much is it helping you guys make the plays that you are?
Oh man, it's a huge help that everybody's out there making plays because I feel like it just trickles down. Like, dang, my dog just made a play. I need to go out there and make a play, and it's just creates a good environment for everybody to just go out there and makes everybody, like I was saying earlier, more hungry. Just get in there and make a play.
Jack Anderson's a really good offensive lineman for them. Their offensive line. What are you running into at Texas Tech Saturday night?
My bad. I need to turn this volume up. Say it again.
I'm saying, what are you running into Saturday night at Texas A&M with their offensive line? I mean, Texas Tech with their offensive line. I'm sorry.
It's just another offensive line. We got to go out there, take the same mentality we had out to TCU, and go out there and make plays.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay, Garen Emig, Tulsa World, and then Jenny Carlson.
Jordan, I've been asking some of your teammates if this is the first year that they're voting in the general election next week. Will this be your first go at it?
Yes, sir. It's going to be my first one too.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. I know it was always a big. I always knew voting was important, but I like how they emphasized it this year on the team, and it gave us a lot more information that I never really knew, and so I like how they did that. I like how they did that this year.
Real quick follow-up. You guys used your voice in a lot of different ways in the offseason to address a lot of different issues. Where does voting rank in terms of using your voice as a player, you think?
I feel like voting is still very important. I feel like it's just important as us just going and protesting like we did at the school. I feel like it's all just as important as everything is.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Jenny Carlson with the Oklahoman, and then Kerry Murdoch.
I think she had to run, Mike.
Oh, okay. I didn't see she hopped off. Okay, Kerry, and then Parker Thune.
Jordan, you were talking about that year in rehab and kind of what Scott and Jim and Chris meant to you. As a young guy that hasn't made an impact, when you have that injury, do you just kind of feel in purgatory a little bit? I mean, who are the people that were kind of important to you around the program? I don't know if Coach Tibbs was that guy. Just people that kind of keep your head up. Is it players that are on the team? Who do you kind of have to go to in that situation? Because that's got to be tough.
It definitely was tough. Like you mentioned, I haven't been on the field, and then getting hurt is just like, why are you here? Kind of, but. Like I said, Jim, Chris, and Scott, they were great. They were great. They always kept my head up, and Caleb Kelley too. Caleb Kelley was there. We were hurt together. I remember that now. And it was me and Caleb. We were just grinding. trying to keep each other positive. And obviously, a guy that's been here this long it really helped me. Kelley was a huge help for me.
I assume there's some pay it back right now with him with what he's going through.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm trying to keep him up, but he's Kelley. He just goes on his own, man. He's different breed.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Okay, and I think our last question is Parker Thune with SI Sooners.
Yeah, Jordan, Texas Tech obviously has a tremendous young running back in Sir Roderick Thompson. What have you seen from him on film, and what do you think you guys need to do in order to curtail his impact on Saturday?
Yes, I have seen him on film. I heard about him, but I don't think we need to change anything we're doing. I feel like we got a good system. But coaches are giving us the right game plan, and I feel like we're going to go in there and we're going to dominate.